Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for February 21st, 2015. It's a Saturday morning and a winter storm is on the way. So let's dive into the details here and see what we're dealing with. Temperatures are rapidly warming this morning. Now look, we had at 5 a.m. most of the region at or below zero. We have warmed a good 10 to 25 degrees over the past 4 hours as our temperatures rapidly warm with a southerly wind that's increasing from 5 miles per hour to as much as 15 miles per hour, and those winds are going to be increasing throughout the day from the south as our pressure gradient increases. So we are going to have temperatures warming throughout the day. Our high temperatures are going to be tonight. We're going to see snow, sleet, and eventually rain for the entire region. Now, take a look at this observation on the radar. Notice all your heaviest precipitation is focused over West Virginia and Kentucky. Now, obviously, we're not seeing heavy precipitation now over the region. That wouldn't be expected. But notice the trends that this is not pushing north. This is moving west to east. And your precipitation over Pennsylvania is generally light and broken. I think this is going to be a continued theme throughout this entire storm, as the heaviest precipitation with the best lifting will be focused over Maryland, Delaware, and central and southern New Jersey in the form of rain. Meanwhile, locations further north will have more of this broken type precipitation, light to moderate, with some bursts of heavier snow at times, leading to some minor to moderate snowfall accumulations, but I think most locations will stay below 6 inches of snow. There may be an isolated location that hits 7, maybe even 8, but I think that would be more of an extreme exception than the actual rule for much of the northern interior and much of northeastern Pennsylvania, the way that this storm is evolving. In fact, I'll just say it, almost everyone will stay below 6 inches, 6 inches or lower. So when I take a look at the surface map here, a very key point I want to make here is that this high pressure system is off the coast and to the east of the region. Whenever you have high pressure to the east of the region, that means that your temperatures are going to warm up significantly. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And you see how these pressure lines are packing in? That means that your winds from the south and southwest are going to increase as we move forward throughout the day, ranging anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour by the time we get to this evening. Meanwhile, this couplet of low pressure systems will consolidate into one strong low pressure system, or moderately strong. It's not going to be all that impressive, but it's going to lift up towards the eastern Great Lakes and eventually towards the Canadian Maritimes, leading to warm air invading from the Gulf Coast up into the East Coast, where we actually get maybe about 8 hours worth of temperatures near normal, around 40 to 43 degrees for a high tomorrow, and then we fall right back into the deep freeze with temperatures basically anywhere from 15 to 30 degrees below normal for this time of year. Brutally cold temperatures once again return for next week. So when we take a look at the water vapor satellite picture, again, notice everything's moving from west to east. You see this lifting here? This is all focusing towards the southern mid-Atlantic, not towards the northern mid-Atlantic. And that is going to be a very key observation as we move forward for this entire storm. So let's take a look at the forecast that we have for the northern interior. And let me just show you again, this is pretty much for northern Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, north of Danbury, and Middletown, New York, Scranton, northwestern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, down to Lancaster and New York. I'm looking at 3 to 6 inches of snow mixing with sleet as we move on through the evening. Should start as very light snow at 12 p.m. and continue to expand throughout the region as we move on through the afternoon. Sleet again from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. on Sunday. Could be rather significant sleet accumulations over southeastern Pennsylvania, like around Reading and Lancaster and York. And then we eventually change over to rain, but I think for the most part the bulk of the precipitation will be done by the time you get warm enough to change over to rain. So for the most part we're looking only at drizzle and then a few scattered showers here and there, but not any widespread heavy rainfall. As you head a little bit closer towards the coast, like let's say New Haven, basically southern Connecticut, the New York City metro, including southern Hudson River Valley, North Shore, Long Island, central New Jersey, down through the Philadelphia metro. Looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow here. Some locations could hit 4 inches if it takes a little bit longer to mix over with that sleet. Then from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., looking for that sleet mixture to develop. And then by 11 p.m., these locations will change over to rain, and a heavy rain at that, ranging anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch. But the heaviest rain is going to be right along the coast. Again, we're talking about south side of Long Island, much of coastal New Jersey, and southern New Jersey down through Delaware. I'm looking about a trace to an inch of snow here. Not a huge snow maker. More concerned here about the sleet. It could be a trace of sleet, making for some slick road conditions. And then we jump up to by 9 p.m. to a rain event here with a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Could push over an inch of rain in some isolated locations, leading to some localized urban flooding. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for following NY and JPA Weather and getting us to 10,000 followers on Twitter. As always, stay safe out there.